For a long time I could only think of staying at the university teaching mathematics. This was brilliant for me. Mathematics teaching was not work, it was fun, it was what I wanted to do. And then I wanted to see something else. And I went into the computer industry and into banking. And I ended up essentially managing a very big company of 300 people, mortgage business, 3-4 billion pounds of new business every year. And then the games became much more successful and I ran out of time. So I decided to concentrate my whole time on the games. But if I think back, you wouldn't start out as a mathematician to become a game designer, but my mathematics helps me a lot. So all the different things you do in life essentially come back and help you as experience, particularly now in game design. For me, game design is much more an art. That means you look at an idea and you develop the idea and let it grow, almost like a child. You can lead it and you see what character it takes on. I'm trying to have very short rules with very few principles. And then the players themselves bring the really new aspects into the game, because each player has a different way to interpret these rules and to play these rules. And therefore the interaction of the players comes much more into the foreground. There are very few rules. For me, a game is essentially a platform, and I invite the players to join the platform and then to interact on this platform. If a game is good, the players almost forget about the platform and they interact in the new rules, in the world that I create for them. And the rules are created mathematically, if you want, but the game is not mathematics. Mathematics teaches you to think logically and to analyze things, but mathematics also is about models, to take certain assumptions and then develop a world, a model, out of these assumptions. And of course games are a reflection of the world, they are models of the world, they are mirrors of what we do. So with this respect, mathematics and games are very much in parallel. However, there are also differences. When people play games, they don't think of models, they don't think of mathematics, they don't think of analyzing and thinking. They maybe think of strategy, but mainly they think about fun and excitement and competition. There's a saying of the Austrian psychologist Václavic, which I like very much, and he says, if everything you have is a hammer, then soon everything in the world will look like a nail. And so if you only apply mathematics to the game, you will get a very mathematical game. And of course, that's not what people want. I've made the experience as I develop many games now. For me, the main part is to have an innovative part, something new in every game. And if I follow a strict method, so start in one corner, always go along the same path, then of course you always end up in the same corner again. So what I'm trying to do is not to have a method, to really reject a fixed method and always try to find a new entry point, a new approach. Also to say, almost to reinvent the process every time I do a game. If I start with something very new, something innovative, then I have the best opportunity to come out with something very fresh and very new. So with this respect, trying to build a scientific approach, it's almost a meta-scientific approach, because you change the science every time you go ahead. I always say I work in the entertainment business. I'm an entertainer, but I'm not on the stage. I do not interact directly with the people. I put my entertainment in boxes. And when people open the box, they expect the entertainment to come out.